Hey Matt, I'm going to show you how to run one of these chi-squared goodness of fit tests by hand. There's the formula right there. So we're going to take the observed minus the expected, square it, divided by the expected for each one of those babies, and then we're going to add them up. When we add them up, that is your chi-squared test statistic, and then we'll look up a p-value for that. So give me a second. So I'm going to start with your first one, Wraith ethnicity and DOD Wraith. It's been a long day. It's late on Friday. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to highlight just these data guys here. And I'm going to paste them into Excel. And I should have probably paused this, but let's just keep going. Nice sample size, by the way. Right, see, this is the one I was talking about. You got more than... You're missing a whole bunch from your side instead of the DOD, so we're going to have to do something about that. We'll delete them or something. So I'm just going to pick those two cells. I'm going to paste. Boom, 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 boom. So what I got to do is we got to make sure these sample sizes are the same. Hold on a second. Okay, I'm back. No. Right, we need these sample sizes to be the same size, which means we're going to be deleting a lot of your data, or some of your data, right? These guys. Right, the ones that don't have a match, you can't use. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and take these guys out. You understand why you can't use them? Because there's nothing to compare them to, right? So that makes it kind of pointless. So we're just going to delete them. So now we have a nice clean row. So this is the formula. I think I just showed it to you. Let's look at it again. Boom. So observed is your data, and the expected data is from the DOD. So through the magic of Excel, first thing we're going to do is find the difference. So this first column, I'm simply going to go equals this cell minus that cell. And then I'm going to copy and paste this all the way down. So there's the difference. Now we're going to square that difference. So this cell is going to be equals, I want that cell, shift 6, gets that little caret, and then 2, that means it's going to square that cell. And the same thing, we're going to copy that formula all the way down. Boom. So those are our squared differences. And God, I hope they're not all zeros. No, they're not all zeros. Good. Now this last one is, we're going to divide it by what we thought was the expected. So we're going to take the original cell, and we're going to divide it by, just hit the division, that's the / underneath the question mark, by the expected. That was the second one, right? That's the DOD guys. Boom. And then we're going to copy that all the way down. Got a lot of zeros, that's good. And now, grand total, we're going to add these up. I'll just pick that cell, and we're going to go to that guy. And that's it, right? It starts at E1, it goes down to E1000. Actually, just 1,000. Man, you got 1,000 pieces. That's very good. Okay, we're going to add them up. That is your chi-squared test statistic. And I'm here to tell you that that's a probability of 0. It probably won't even show up on the chi-squared thing. But watch this. Excel will figure out the p-value to that chi-squared statistic. Believe it or not, you're going to go to the function bar. Make sure you're in statistical up here. Where's statistical? Bam. And you're going to scroll down to chi-squared distribution. Okay. You're going to type in your chi-squared test statistic. That's the first number, right? And it's 747. You don't even need the decimals. I'm telling you, this is too giant. Degrees of freedom is the number of rows times -1 times the number of columns -1. Since you only got 2 columns, 2 minus 1 is 1, so it's 1 times, you got 1,000 rows, so it's -1, so you got 999 degrees of freedom, and cumulative is always true, but this number is going to be so damn small, it's going to be close to 0. So what that means is, the probability that the null is true is 0.000009 zeros in front of a 3. So 0.000003. So you reject the null, which means that these two these two are completely different. They're nowhere near alike. So that's how you do it. And I'm sorry I can barely talk. It's late Friday and I'm tired. All right, MGZ out.